Okay, so let's just get right to it. Okay, but real quick, if you're doing these 4 things in your pentatonic skills, you're already way above average at guitar. Average at guitar does not mean anything bad. It just means things for us to keep growing and working on. We all can get better. Maybe we're average in our little section we're working on. So we're going to use this A minor pentatonic position to kind of demonstrate these 4 techniques, okay? So again, fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. From low E to high E. You guys know first position A minor pentatonic. You guys, we all learned this. This is the scale they all show us from day 1. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay, technique number 1. Okay, these are all bookmarked down below in chapters. String skipping, intervallic skipping. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is when you first start learning the guitar, and if you're here, drop in the comments, but if you're using any of these techniques, definitely let us know too. You know when you're playing like an A minor chord, you're going... Okay, that is scaly. So when you skip strings, it adds this, perks up your ears, right? So here's one I use all the time. Now, I use it mixed in, so go to the high E, okay? And we're gonna stay in this box, but we're gonna flavor it up, okay? On the high E, now we're gonna skip the B string. We're gonna go to the 7th fret on the G. So 5th fret, high E, real slow, to the G on the 5th fret. I skipped over the B string and went, and then I'm gonna go down to the B string on the 5th fret. I'm gonna skip the G and go to the D on the 7th fret. Then I'm gonna go to the G on the 5th fret and skip the D and go to the A, kind of finish it off there, okay? So it'd be kind of like this. It's gonna feel a little weird, you gotta kind of get used to it, but you're gonna botch this a lot, and I do, but keep the rhythmic flow going and it sounds musical. So for example, okay, you can do something as simple as, besides that, if that's a little harder, slide into the A string on the 7th fret, skip, and go to the B string on the 5th fret. So go. Just something like that. Maybe you lead into your lick like that. We skipped right over the D and G strings, okay? We went. Okay, let's do one more, we'll move on to number 2. Maybe you slide in, we get in a bad habit. It's not a bad habit. It just makes sense. We slide into that root. We start in that root note, and then we play something scaly, and we get bored, and we're wondering why we don't keep progressing. Why don't you try this? Slide into the minor 3rd. So instead of playing A, play the C, the minor 3rd, go, and do the string skipping. So what if you went C, skip the A, landed on the D on the 5th fret? So how would that might sound? Maybe go, See? Kicking off a more creative lick inside of the pentatonic. Okay, oh I forgot, this one's the best one, then we go on to number 2. This is so fun to show you. Now, you guys, there's specific intervals. This is a minor 3rd. It lives inside of the scale. And here's where you want to connect the dots. This is where your musical knowledge comes in handy, okay? So the root, okay, right here, first finger on the 5th fret, low E. Then I skip all the way to the G string. I'm still in the 5th fret. Now, if you don't know, burn it in your brain. That's a minor 3rd interval. It's A to C. Now, think about it, isn't that a perfect way to skip the string? To like an intervallic approach, string skipping. We're going to skip over A and D. So, what do I mean? I go. Again, first part. A, D, D, skip, D, shank. See, that's just combinations of everything I did there. Okay, let's go to number 2. You guys got it. So number 2, like microtonal bends, or you can do pre-bends, okay? So we'll just kind of throw both of these in. You kind of want to bend things off the rails. It's easy. We start learning, we just do whole step bends. Okay? But we don't bend things in between and kind of make it sound out of tune. So that's where your flavor and style comes in. So just maybe start on the G string, okay? And right here on the 7th fret. And move just kind of let your ear soak that in and see where it forces your bend to go. Another little bend. Instead of just going, I kind of take that B string on the 5th fret. These are all things that are adding vibe and flavor to the pentatonic, so they're not going to sound scaly anymore. String skipping, microtonal bends. Now, a pre-bend is killer. Have you ever seen a guy or gal bend the string up, then they strike it and let it go down? I know you guys have heard this move in some song. Drop the name of the song. Okay, so stuff like that. So okay, little things like that. So try little microtonal bends. Go around. Now I used a note that's not in the scale. I went those little bends, pre-bends. Okay, now let's go to number 3. This one's so fun. String rake, put rhythmic vibe. This is a drum set. Rake the strings and hit a note, then go into your lick, okay? So what do I mean by that? One of my favorite ones, and this one I think, this is gonna give you good practice muting too. So rake all the strings, but I want you to hit the 5th fret, the high E. Okay, the high E string, 5th fret. So that's the root again, okay? So, see that? Now you can even rake up and hit a string. So let's see if I can make some of it. So now you're not really, so rhythm is king. Focus on your rhythm, but right now you're kind of molding the clay, and we'll have a finished product later. So don't worry too much about playing with the metronome. We'll get to that later. You're trying to kind of internalize groove here. This is all about groove, flavor, style. This is about not being robotic. We're not playing to a grid. We're playing in between. So you could do something like this. Rake to the high E. You know, I do that one a lot. I rake it, and then I go straight into that string skipping. See that? Oh, luckily I didn't open either. Okay, so you see what I'm doing there? String raking. So put rhythm into your playing. You don't have to play all the notes of the scale. Okay, little things that just play with it. It's gonna sound kind of messy and sloppy like this right here, but this is how you progress. Listen, you're never gonna get better at guitar if you just stay where you are, right? And it doesn't matter how technically advanced we are, where we are. Every single player, we're competing against ourselves, and that's it. Okay, let's go to number 4. Let's book in this, wrap this up, and then I want you to try these. I want you to come back and drop in the comments. Now, so we're gonna use one more position for this, and this is, we're gonna throw some slides. We've done string rakes, string skipping, intervals, you know, pre-bends, microtonal. Let's do a slide. So one of the coolest things is to slide between 2 positions. So we did this first position. Now right back here, we're gonna do the 5th position, all right? Now a lot of people, just for funsies, tell me if you knew this, be honest. A lot of people, and I did in the beginning, don't know 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th position. It's based off of the notes in the scale. So this is A, C, D, E, G, right? So 1st position is A. If you played your scale starting from 2nd position, C, D, E. But since we're on the G, this is 5th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, G. So here's the pattern. 2, 4, 2, 4. So I'm right here on the 3rd fret. So the reason we play 2, 4 is we got to go back and do 1, 3s. Watch. 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. I mean 1, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4. No 3s. Now, sliding from that position into this one. So this is where you kind of put the whole thing together and all these little techniques, and then you're really making music at the next level. So what could we do? Start with something simple, like start right here on the G and slide into the A, and then start your lick. music. So what could I do? Let's take some of the ideas. So there I could do that slide in and then hit that interval, that minor third. I go. Okay, things like that. So slide between the positions seamlessly. So let's build on that a little bit more, and then we'll get you on your way so you can practice this. So now I'm just making up patterns. What I want you to do is try and come up with some of your own. Start simple and build off of that. Maybe you want to slide from the 3rd fret on the A string into the 5th fret. So from this position to this one. And then maybe you skip all the strings and hit up here on the 8th fret with your 4th finger on the B. So all of that is just going to make your ears perk up, make the listener's ears perk up. Okay? One cool thing you can do when you're sitting by yourself, whether it's acoustic or electric, and then I want you to try these techniques, let me know how you do, is you can like slide in from G to A minor. You could like... always keep some kind of rhythmic bed underneath. So I'm just sliding from G, so this is like one of the techniques, number 4, into like an A minor or an A minor 7 bar chord, okay? So okay, so just little things like that. And now this sounds very rough, right? Because I'm still kind of, it's like a fine wine, right? We're putting it in the bottle. We're working on it. We're letting it. What's the word for when you have a winery? God, why can't I think of that word? Drop that in the comments, okay? It's not brewing. That's beer, right? Okay. When you're crafting wine, is that a craft beer? I don't know. We're trying to add to our musical catalog. So to just wrap it up, I want you guys to try the string skipping. Even if you can just get this one first move. Didn't do any pull-offs, did we, okay? So the intervallic things, just learn that minor 3rd interval right now. It exists in every key and every pentatonic, minor pentatonic, okay? Then you've also got the raking into notes for attitude. You could even do... Don't even worry about if you're getting the notes. Just keep a solid rhythmic rake going. Okay? You're going to be all over the place like I am now, but that's what we're doing. Again, we're taking our big piece of pentatonic clay and we're molding it, okay? And so try some little slides. Just... sliding between 2 positions. You can pick a different position, but I would keep this first position and just work on that, okay? So there are 4 signs that your pentatonic guitar playing is definitely above average, and now you're going to take it into more advanced, high intermediate, advanced playing, and this is where you really start to sound like you. You're going to have like little sonic signatures that end up in your playing that you're always reworking into different ideas. Okay. Whew. Hopefully this other camera I got over here worked. We're gonna find out. So if it ends up in the video, you're gonna know. You guys drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Where are you watching from? What are you having for dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever time zone you're in. And I think we need to do some like, if you wanna do some live workshops on stuff like this, let's do it. I need to do some live streams and interact with you guys in real time. You guys are amazing. Only you can stop you. Do not stop. I will see you in the next video. Peace.